Now let's understand the process of creating a new table. The syntax to create a new table is the following. Create space table space table name, open bracket, the column name being defined, space, data type, close and bracket. Then define the row with row space format space delimited. Then the fields are fields space terminated space by space and the character that terminates a field. Lastly, stored as space open flower bracket text file space or space sequence file space or close flower bracket to indicate how the data should be stored. This syntax creates a subdirectory in the database's warehouse directory in HDFS. For the default database, the table will be stored in the default HDFS location. For the named database, the syntax will create a directory of dataname.db name inside of the default HDFS location and save the table in that directory. Now let's understand the syntax of create table in detail. The first line of the code is create space table name, open bracket column names, space data types, close bracket. Specify a name for the table and a list of column names and their associated data types. The second line of the code is the row space format space delimited, which states that fields in each file in the table's directory are delimited by some character. The default delimiter is Control-A, but you may specify an alternate delimiter. The third line of the code is the fields space terminated space by space character, which specifies that each field of data is terminated. For example, tab delimited data would require you to specify fields that are terminated by /t. With the last line of code, store as space flower bracket text file space or space sequence file close flower bracket, you may declare the file format to be stored as a text file, which is the default and does not need to be specified. Let's see an example of how to create a table named SimplyLearn. Data will be stored as text with 4 comma-separated fields per line. In this example, we specify create table SimplyLearn, give it an ID of integer, a class of string, fees of integer, and then posted timestamp. So there are now 2 fields. Then we specify the row format as being delimited, and the fields will be terminated by the comma character.